When we first started thinking about this year's celebration of leadership, and we thought it might be good to honor a member of the legislature for the first time, clearly Helene Weinstein was it.
When I think of Helene Weinstein, I think of two words. I think of leader and collaborator. Helene Weinstein, throughout her legislative career, has been a tremendous leader in the fight for access to justice to all New Yorkers.
That I can't think of a stronger or more supportive friend than we have had in the legislature than Helene Weinstein.
As a child growing up, my parents were always having meetings with neighbors in the living room talking about ways to improve the community. I like to joke that that's what I thought grown-ups did, that they just all sit around, that I always had my ear to the door to hear what was going on. My mother was PTA president, my dad president of the synagogue, the local civic association, so I think that was really instilled in me from the beginning, trying to do something good for the community and wanting to help people. It was certainly a challenge being one of the fewer women in the assembly. I think an advantage I had was at the time, I think I was the only attorney. One of the women who was there before, a great feminist, May Newberger, saw me and said, "Oh, great, now I have a lawyer sit next to me, Helene." What's also just interesting about being a woman in the legislature, especially one of the earlier ones, well, first, you get to be a lot of firsts because there was nobody before you, or very few before you. But when you look back at the history of the women who've served in the legislature, going back to the early 1900s, 1918, I believe the first woman served. The women members from 1920 to today often work on the same issues. The issues of family, the issues of children, protection of women, protection of children, education issues, child care issues. So it is really important to have that mix of members in the legislature.
What I appreciate even the most about Helene is that she understands that access to justice helps to eradicate poverty. And so she has been a great champion for us in the pursuit of civil legal services funding.
And it became clear as I was working on some of these issues that were impacting low-income women in particular, that they were going into court unrepresented.
And the role of judiciary is to promote equal justice. That's been our mission as long as there have been judges and lawyers going back to biblical times. People literally fall off the cliff if we do not provide them with legal assistance in fighting for the necessities of life.
I think the more we sort of delved into it, the more we understood and the more we worked together, understood the incredible benefit not just to the individuals, but the benefit to the state. If you could keep someone from being evicted, we've just saved money for shelter space. It really is a no-brainer.
There are certain people you can rely on when times get tough, and Helene Weinstein is one of those. Most of all, not for the position she holds in the legislature, which have been so instrumental and helpful, but for her set of core values and beliefs, and first and foremost, those core values, in my view, is her commitment to this idea of equal justice and everybody getting their day in court.
What is really important when craft legislation or look for funding is to get the real input from the people who are in the trenches, who, the boots on the ground. And the one thing that's very helpful with Empire Justice is the wide range of communities that you work in. It's really been critical to have that outside input. I think we wouldn't have, I know we would not have been able to accomplish all of the changes, positive changes we've had here in New York State without the assistance of the various experts at Empire Justice.
We recognize that Empire was a unique outfit, that Ann and Empire were the two places when you needed something outside of New York City. We knew that this was a group that was representative of the diversity of our state, both geographically as well as in every other way. And Empire was, again, a beacon of light and hope.
The Empire Justice Center has been a wonderful partner with the Legal Aid Society. Together, we've been able to champion issues about making sure that we not only preserve but strengthen New York State's safety net, that we actually make sure that we have affordable and quality health care here in the state. And they have been a wonderful partner as we fight for immigrant rights and also for full funding statewide for civil legal services.
We've gotten amazing things done in New York State because of Helene's leadership. We would not be where we are today without her as a champion and as a leader and as a trailblazer. We couldn't be more thrilled and more honored than to be celebrating Helene Weinstein tonight.
And we are happy and so proud as the Legal Aid Society to celebrate you, Helene. Congratulations.
To have Empire celebrating Helene Weinstein, it just works. It's got to be serendipity, What a terrific night. And believe me, we're not finished. We're all just getting warmed up. So, Helene, and don't think, that this event caps anything off. It's just along the road, we're going to celebrate and enjoy. We've got lots of work left to do here in New York and around the country to make the ideal of equal justice a reality here in the Empire State and in the United States of America.